guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca and I'm a stay-at-home mom to a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. While I stay home with my kids, I also do some online reselling to earn some money for my family. My channel started out as a strictly reselling channel, and now I have transitioned into more of a mom life channel, but there's still going to be some reselling content in there because I guess it's more of a lifestyle video or a lifestyle channel because I do both. So this is more of a reselling type of video, and we're going to be restocking all of my shipping supplies. I almost always give some sort of disclaimer in the beginning of my video. Sorry, you're gonna see my ring light in my glasses. I need my glasses today so I can see what I'm doing. And this room is kind of dark, so there's no windows or anything in it. If you've seen some of my other videos, this is the playroom, office room, so you'll kind of have an idea of what that looks like. But I need my ring light so you guys can see me and see what I'm doing. So today is currently October 3rd, which means we are now in quarter 4 of reselling. Quarter 4 for reselling tends to be typically a pretty profitable time. With it being a busier time of year, that means that we need supplies to ship our items out in. If you sell on Poshmark, which is one of the platforms I sell on Poshmark, you can ship things using priority shipping supplies, which you can get free from the post office. You can go to usps.com. And you can filter, when you go to shop for shipping supplies, you can filter it by free shipping supplies. Pretty much any kind of priority mail, but not express, just regular priority mail with the red on the white box. Those are the items that you can use to ship out anything on Poshmark. It can be regional rate boxes, flat rate boxes. It doesn't really matter as long as it's just priority mail. So I do like to keep a good amount of shipping supplies on hand. I am late to the game this year. Really, I should have gotten all my shipping supplies essentially for the quarter. I should have gotten it before quarter 4 started. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I also have shipping supplies that I get from Amazon, like my poly mailers and stuff for first class shipping. So I need to inventory that as well to make sure I have enough. I have yet to do a full office tour. Let me know if you still want to see an office tour. I am going to show you kind of where I store my shipping supplies. So as I stated, I do not have a lot of space where I am. This is where I store all of my priority mail shipping supplies. That's what all these boxes look like. They say priority mail, not priority mail express. Like I said, that's a different thing. So the types of boxes I keep, I try to keep 2 of each type that I don't use super often. And then the ones that I use really, really often. But I have padded bubble mailers and my Tyvek mailers. Tyvek is what I typically use. There's also some flat rate envelope mailers. I don't keep just like 2 of these because I use them so often. And some of these priority mail boxes, the small ones, I use those pretty often too. So all of that stuff, I usually keep 2 of the big ones out here and then just make note when I need to replace them. And then I keep a bunch of the other stuff. So I need to kind of inventory this to make sure I have what I need out here. And the way I go about doing that is I just keep this little sticky note right here on my desk. When I use one of the boxes, I just write it down here and I make a little tally mark. It's really basic little post-it note that I just keep for my own reference. And then I'll show you on the other side. This house is like a story and a half, so I'm on the upper half. That's why the ceiling's angled, that's the roof. So we have kind of like an attic crawl space that is behind this wall, and that's where inside there I keep all of my extra shipping supplies so I can restock this. So that's the first thing we're gonna do is just work on these types of boxes, and I'll try to show you inside my little, it's like one of those creepy little attic places from like a horror movie, so I'll let you see that. So as you can see, like I said, there's not a lot of space up here. So this is the door. I have to move a whole row of totes out of the way to be able to access it, which I don't need to get in here super often, so it's okay. But I'll bring you guys over here. There's no lights in here, so the ring light is gonna have to be everybody's light today. I have, those are all like boxes I bought off Amazon in case I need them. I really don't use them. I don't think I've had to use them because I have all of these like recycled boxes. These are ones that we save. So I use these to ship out like parcel select ground or I don't know, things that I just need a box. And then if you can see in that tote back there, that's where all my extra priority mail shipping supplies is. So I just pulled out all of these boxes. This is to restock my tote that's out here that I use more frequently. But I think what I'm actually going to do, kind of off the cuff, I think I'm going to actually inventory everything that's in here and actually count like how many boxes of each type I have. And I'm going to write that down so I don't have to like try to figure that out any other time. I'm going to get probably just another sticky note for now. Maybe I'll make a more official paper later. You know, I might end up printing one off and put it in like a sleeve protector, and I can use like a dry erase marker and update it as I go. I think that'd be a good idea. So for right now, I'm just going to write on a sticky note until I can get to do that. And then I can inventory a little bit better. Okay, that was not super enjoyable. I feel like my head was just upside down for a long time. But I basically made this little sheet. Like I said, I think I'm going to type this up. Now I'm going to put the ones I did pull out into my tote, and then I'll inventory just this tote too to make sure I have what I need. So I have my current tote right here. Then these are the new ones to add into it. So I'm just going to, once again, get my Post-it notes out and just write down what I have out here and see if there's anything else I need. Okay, so that is everything for this box. So you can see my inventory sheet. I just feel like I have a lot of sheets right now. So the last thing I get from the post office are stickers. I guess they're not technically called stickers. It's more like tape or something. I don't know. But you just get these strips, and it's just like a single strip. It's adhesive, you peel it off, and it's like almost like a paper tape. It says priority mail, so you can only use it on priority mail. And I use these for my Tyvek envelopes. I don't necessarily trust the adhesive on those sometimes. I just always throw one of these on over the seal to make sure it stays sealed. And you can definitely use these on like, you know, boxes or other envelopes, but I really only use them for my Tyveks. I will say this process is already longer than I anticipated it was going to be, but it's one of those things in business that kind of just needs to be done. So that is everything from the post office. So like I said, I'm going to go on to USPS.com and purchase more shipping supplies after I tally all my numbers together and see how much I need just to restock. So next we are going to inventory everything that I get off of Amazon. First, I'm actually going to start with my bubble mailers. I keep a variety of sizes of padded bubble mailers. So I have this box that I keep under my desk. It's just this basket from like Target, but we got it as a wedding gift a long time ago. And I have a bunch of different sizes. So I have these small ones. I also try to always get like gender neutral kind of designs or colors because I sell men's and women's clothing. And does it really matter? Probably not, but I don't really want to ship like a men's button-up shirt in a flower mailer or in something pink or something like that. But I do try to make these all different colors so my sizes are more easily separated in my mind and in my box. So I basically have 3 sizes. I have these small ones. I have these orange ones that are like a little bit bigger. And then I have these really big ones that are like blue. So I have blue, orange, and this like black and white. I try to find fun print ones, but it doesn't always end up that way. So I just keep them all in this box so they're easily accessible. And then I also have some random, like, you can see there's like this white one. I have this like pink one and black one. These are all just ones I'm gonna recycle and reuse that we've gotten stuff in, or I always ask my parents to save bubble mailers and shipping supplies that they get so I can recycle and reuse those. So I just kind of add them in here in size order just to keep things more organized. So the first thing I'm going to do to restock this is the tote that the red box was sitting on top of has extra bubble mailers in it, or it should. If it doesn't, then I'm definitely low, but we're going to check that first, kind of shop from my own closet first. So it looks like the only thing I had in there were the really big blue mailers. So I'm going to put those in this box. And I think I'm actually going to just leave it at that right now. This is kind of what it's looking like. I don't have a ton of the orange ones, but I haven't been using them as much lately. I haven't been using any of these a whole lot lately, but you know, if I really need to use a bubble mailer, I can always use one that's a little bit bigger for now. I'm not trying to have a whole lot of extra costs right now. So until I really feel like I need it, Once it gets to maybe like half of what I have here, then I'll restock that and put in a different order. If you want to know sizes on anything, you can let me know in the comments, and I will tell you what size like envelopes and stuff I use. So next we're moving on to my poly mailers, which is what I use for first class shipping items for the most part. And I keep them in, once again, not a great storage system, but I have this just like plastic tote. I keep this under my desk as well on the other side. So I do save my bags that some of the other shipping supplies comes from in the post office. And then these are the small bags I use. I probably use these most often. These are really nice quality. They're good thickness. And once again, it's a fun-ish print. It's like marbly, but it's gender neutral. I think I'm pretty good on those. I have a good stack of those right now. I'm gonna try to put this box up so you can see it better. And then the next size I have are the same size, but they're these, they're kind of flimsy. They're compostable ones, and they're for, it's like a, I don't want to say a shipping company. I don't really know what you call it, but they're used for Kitizen sales. It's through Sendle. That's what Kitizen uses for shipping. I don't have to use these, but they gave these away, like 100 of them, I think there were, for free. So I was like, why not? They smell kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just mine. If you also got Sendle shipping bags, poly bags, let me know if yours smell weird. And then it kind of just gets bigger sizes as we go down. This is like a terrible way to store your poly mailers. I don't recommend. I just don't have a better solution right now. My next size are these blue ones. And I will say you can get white poly mailers. I think they're usually the cheapest. For me, I don't know, I haven't ever had any of my packages lost, and I don't want to. And I kind of feel like if it's a color, it might stand out a little bit more and be less likely to get, I don't know, lost somewhere. It's just a theory. Plus, I don't want to just look at white bags all the time. I like to have them different colors for different sizes too, so I know what size they are. So these are my next size. They're a bit bigger. I only have a couple of these white ones. They're really good. They're like super thick. But I bought these when I first started, and I haven't used them a lot. They're, I don't know, they might be the same size as those blue ones. Maybe close to that size, something like that. But I only use them occasionally. The blue ones are thinner than I would recommend. I'm not going to be buying that brand again. I need ones that are a little bit thicker. These ones can get holes really easily. And then my last stack are these orange ones. They're the biggest ones I have. And once again, they are just too thin. I'm not going to buy these again. I forgot to pay attention to that part where it tells you how thick the bag is when I bought these last time. But I do ship everything in clear bags as well inside of these, so that gives them extra protection. But it looks like all of my poly bags are good, so I don't need any poly bags. I definitely will need to buy more of my regular bags before the end of the year, but I think I'm good for a little bit longer yet. I'll reevaluate that in like a month or so. So next we need to look at the other shipping supplies I use that aren't just bags and boxes. So that would include tape. So I just use regular packing tape that I get from Amazon. This is the tape I use. It's just Scotch packing tape. It's just because it's what I've found in like a big pack. This does say it's quiet and easy to unwind, which I didn't know when I bought it, but let me tell you, to not hear that sound every time you pull the tape out, especially when you have sleeping children in the next room, it is worth it. I'm going to check in my extras box and see if I have more tape in there. So it does look like I have 3 more rolls of tape that might make it to the end of the year. It depends. Some of the priority mail boxes have their own adhesive and I don't need to use extra tape. Some of them don't, and I do need to. Right now, I'm not going to purchase any more. So the last thing we need to address is like packing material, which would be like bubble wrap, things like that. Look guys, this room is a mess. I know. I don't want to talk about it. We're renovating our living room downstairs. A bunch of stuff had to come up here. It is what it is. So over here is where I keep my packing supplies to like fill the voids, things like that. I have this like hamper type thing, and this is all stuff we've gotten from packages from Amazon or whatever. There's just like some of these air pockets, some of the brown craft paper. I'm trying not to make it crinkle too much. Stuff like that. I will always pull out of here first if I can. I also have a roll of brown craft paper, which is really nice just to crumple up and stuff like to pat around your shoes so they don't shuffle back and forth or whatever. And I do have another roll of small bubble wrap. I also have, if you've been following me, you'll know from a while back, over on Instagram, I think is where I posted it, I got a whole bunch of big bubble wrap for free. And it is shoved in that attic space where everything else is. So I don't think I'll be able to, or I don't think I'll need to buy any packing supplies like this for quite a long time. I actually forgot one of the most important things I need to take inventory of is my clear cellophane bags. So this is how I'm storing these bags. Once again, not the best, but it's what I have. I just have this long like tier drawer thingy, whatever. So I have different size bags. My absolute smallest size bags, and sorry guys, this part's gonna be a little crinkly, so warning if you're wearing headphones. I have these little ones. I will not be repurchasing these. I've had these since I started pretty much because I originally bought like a variety pack of sizes. And I do put like baby clothes in these, but I don't sell a ton of baby clothes. These are almost empty, so I'm not going to purchase more of those. I do use these fairly often. They're good for like t-shirts and other smaller items. I don't think I need to purchase any more of those for right now. I try to just keep this with like the smallest ones and then they get bigger as we go down. So my next size up is this size. It's hard to probably see these because they're clear, but these are pretty good for like medium-sized items like pants. Sometimes fit in these, or just a little bit thicker shirts. But once again, looks like I have a lot in there. I actually haven't photographed, and photographing, when I photograph, that's when I put them in these bags. I haven't photographed anything in months, which is both good and bad. It's good because I'm not going through the supplies, but it's bad because obviously I need to like photograph stuff. I've still been listing some, not as much as I would hope, but I had a lot of photos at one point and they're still on my phone. I'm still listing that stuff. And my last drawer has my really big ones, which I use for like sweaters, jackets, sometimes jeans, depends on the size of the item. I also put my shoes in bags before I ship them. I just store them on a shoe shelf here, not in bags, but then when I go to ship them, I'll put them in bags to protect them typically. Maybe if it's just like a rubber sandal or something, maybe I wouldn't, but typically I would. So that is all of the shipping supplies. I think I need to inventory. I did look at my shipping labels. I have a regular printer. I don't have like a Rollo or Dymo. It's just, I think it's like a business printer. I think that's what it's called because it only takes toner. It doesn't take ink. So it lasts quite a while. It's only black and white. And I got it for $1 at a yard sale like a year or two ago. It's been great. I just use adhesive labels. I think people forget that there's an in-between step. You don't have to be printing on paper and then cutting it out and then taping it on packing tape. And you also don't need to buy like a $300 Rollo or Dymo or however much they cost. It's out of my price range. That's all I know. You don't have to do either of those. You can do an in-between. I'll show you my labels. So these are the labels I use. I've already used this one, but it just comes with two on a sheet and you put it in your printer and it prints it that way. And there's a hack for doing the Poshmark labels because they don't print out nicely on this kind of paper or whatever, but they print out just fine if you use the hack. It's just you have to custom size it. And I've been using these for, I don't know, 2 years, maybe something like that. So I'm looking at my stack right now over under my printer. It looks like pretty good right now. I don't need to restock that just yet. Probably when I restock that, I'll also buy some more poly mailers and some more bubble mailers. I'll probably do all that at the same time and some more tape. Okay, I think that is the last thing. There's a lot of little things that you kind of forget about as you go, but I think that's everything that I needed to inventory. So I don't need an Amazon order right now for shipping supplies. I do need to put in a post office order. And I also want to type up those sheets so I can put the inventory sheet on my wall. So I'm probably going to do that, let's see, Maybe not today, it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I will probably do that sometime this week. So if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I am at TheCozyShire. Check me out over there. I'll probably make a post over there. I may make the post before this video comes out, but it'll, you can check it out anytime and see what that inventory sheet looks like and how I plan to utilize it. If you are also a reseller, let me know if you do this kind of inventory of your shipping supplies or how you keep up with it. It sometimes gets out of hand, but you really got to try to keep on top of it because it can cost you a lot of money if you do not have what you need to ship out an item when it sells. So let me know what your process is, and if you learned anything from this, let me know. I'd love to know if I'm helping anybody, and if anyone has any tips for me. I definitely need better storage solutions. What I'm doing now, it works. And honestly, I don't know if there's much else I can do due to my size constraints of my room. But if you have any ideas, please leave them below so I can check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back for more mom life, lifestyle, reselling, everything kind of videos. And I will love to see you guys in the next video.